Good afternoon, 14th of June 21. Amazon stock 4. Yes, raw material is something that when we have no running shoes, when we have no running gear, then our competitive advantage is to run barefoot. So that's how you can see the best surfers, raw surfers, any size, any conditions, tennis players. And if you talk about retail and digital business, obviously the biggest disruption Amazon is doing is what we don't see. We have 21% VAT. We have 24% profit tax. So that's 45 already. Then we have income tax. And then we have social security. Now, aside from this 100% competitive advantage of Amazon, which is around 50% of this cake, then, which is the VAT and the profit tax, that's 50 around-ish. So then we have another competitive advantage of Amazon is that every small medium company in the world must do this monthly tax accounting, monthly provisions, monthly presentation of VAT, monthly payment of council, of the province, of the local government, of the central government, of the European Union, and yes, so every month small medium companies have to present these taxes and pay them. Now, what is the bureaucracy required for this? And this rowing, as we say in the Basque Country, rowing small businesses have to fight with all these administrations. Whilst if we have, let's say, for example, one country in France, we have 1 million small medium businesses that have to suffer this bureaucracy, that have to fill these papers monthly of different institutions, different formats, and all of them trying to fight with each other, no communication, Stone Age French public administration system, fines of inquisition, like in Spain, of social security, of any time you present the paper late, which could be out of your constraints because the current, the tides, the wind, whatever. And then we have all these really huge, let's say 1 million companies have to prepare these, say, 10 million documents per month. So that's 10 documents for 1 million, that's 10 million documents. And Amazon only has to present 10. So plus also pay for this, because you have to pay to these incompetent institutions to fill the papers, you know. Or if not, what would the reason be for them to survive? But to just get the money each time you have to fill in a paper. That millennial, this is what your mom and your dad do in the government institutions. Yes, they do nothing. And they are generating that all these small and medium companies will be out of the map. This is the biggest competitive advantage of Amazon. Amazon will eliminate these million small and medium companies in France. It's not possible that you lower the profit tax to 15% and be happy in a G7 meeting. Come on, who are you lying? Why are you making so many emissions in this G7 meeting? Please, the 95% elimination of bureaucracy, 95% elimination of tax to the small medium companies. That way, it would be fair competition, you know? It would not be discrimination. Therefore, Amazon stock should really skyrocket up to $7,000, $6,000 very, very soon. It will be a very slow and very painful for a lot of small and medium companies. This profit tax will solve nothing, because the layer of bureaucracy and the taxes that small and medium companies have to pay in the world And that is the reason why we have invested in Amazon. We believe strongly that this digital disruption of Amazon will be huge, and the governments are helping Amazon to expand times to 40% per year. Yes, it will not decrease from 40% growth in 2020 to 27. It will be 35, 35, 35, 35, 35. Why? Because the layers they are in bureaucracy and the small taxes for small medium companies. I already mentioned the example of, let's say, statistical 10 million in France documents per month that have to be presented, whilst Amazon only needs to present 10 documents. This is just like win-win situation. How long will it take? Well, it will be very, very, very painful. And of course, those intrinsic compound utility governments that really think that with this profit tax they have done solved something, I'm sorry. It will be very, very painful and their tax will go down. You see, it's very simple. Because if all the businesses of France would be profitable on the small and medium companies, these 1 million businesses, then there would be full employment. There would not be any need for the dole grants, unemployment benefits, and so on. And everybody will be under full employment. And then we would not need to get so much tax because then the system will be just running very good, smoothly, like in Switzerland, for example. So Singapore also is another example. New Zealand is another example. So thank you very much indeed. Take care. Hope you solve this G7 problem we have now, because Amazon, I will keep investing there. Thank you very much indeed. Take care. Bye.